Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Neuro, but you already know that because you're subscribed to my YouTube. And I'm going to try something. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but I'm going to read my YouTube comments live on Twitch, and then this is being shipped to YouTube. So if you've been commenting on my YouTube, first of all, thank you. Whenever you view someone's video, that helps them. And whenever you comment, that helps them even more. So thanks to everyone who engaged with my content. I have been reading the comments just personally off stream, but I haven't really made content that validates y'all and says, hey, I see your words and I'm getting back to you. So the Neuro Subathon, we had a goal. Neuro reads his YouTube comments. I think if this is fun, I might do this more often. Maybe y'all like this, I don't know. But let's just go in. I didn't pre-read these, so if some of them are like TOS or something, apologies. We'll have to close out of it quick if that happens. But we are beginning. Neuro reads his YouTube comments. Take a sip of water, get comfortable, because this could be either really wholesome and loving or it could be a train wreck. We're going to see what the comments are like. Let us begin. I'm going to edit the scene here. Boom. And boom. Now you can see me. Perfect. Also put on the subathon timer. We have 5 hours and 32 minutes to go. Let us begin. Can I make this larger for the people who are far away? Great. So on this video here, Zerg Basics maxing out fast. This video is so old. How did they find this? They commented this an hour ago. This is an ancient video. I think it's from very early Legacy of the Void. And they said priceless as usual. Thank you. That's so nice. Wow. I wonder if they searched this or if the algorithm just suggested this after watching something else. All right, Cyril versus Rainer, 500 APM madness. They said no more switching POV. This person, I don't know if they just didn't want to see one person's POV or if they threw up. But if you've ever watched Cyril or Rainer's point of view when they play Starcraft, you might throw up. It's just so fast. It's like astronaut training kind of stuff. So I appreciate that feedback. I might still show people's POV, but it's noted that I probably won't drill on that for too long in case people need to throw up. Someone said freedom because I had the Braveheart face paint during this. That's awesome. They've seen the Braveheart movie. And then this person on the same video says, I don't understand why this game was recommended. Rainer cribbed Lambo's build to beat Cyril and beat Cyril with it. Wouldn't it be more interesting and respectful to watch Lambo's game? This game was lost by 4 minutes. It just took Cyril another 18 to acknowledge it and fold. So I think that's a little bit of an oversimplification of a player being behind and then necessarily going to lose. ZVZ is a mess, and the player who's ahead can throw in a variety of ways. I agree with this commenter in that Rainer did get ahead with the build. And let's just take a brief moment to thank Lambo for his amazing smartness and creation of this build. Just quietly to yourself. Thank you, Lambo. We recognize that Rainer used your build that you made with your big brain, and we don't want to take that credit from you. We watched Rainer's game versus Cyril, and he used the build to great effect, but thank you, Lambo, for this build. So help us, Zerg. Amen. Okay. Heart. Neuro Samurai brings the space dinosaurs. So this is a video where I'm not talking. It's just gameplay only. It boggles my mind that Terran players who go mostly Marines don't have enough gas to build more advanced units or not willing to build those kinds of units. Yeah. Some people just like Marines though. Like there's a point where it's not about the most optimal style. It just is what you're into. Maybe you like making Marines. I've seen this before with Zerg players building spines in their base. You can build one spine to be safe, 2 spines to be super safe, and beyond that, that's your fetish. And that's okay. I don't shame people. When the roaches are burrowed, they recover faster. Yes. I don't know if it's only when the roach burrow upgrade is researched as well enough. I reckon it's not the burrow upgrade from the hatch, but rather from the roach warren. They recover faster when burrowed, no matter if tunneling claws are researched. Correct. ABYRVALG_. Ebirvalg. You're correct. Upvoted. Is it a golden rule in ZVZ not to spread creep? No, but you prioritize injects over creep, and you usually don't want to make a bunch of queens in ZVZ, so you end up having less creep in ZVZ for that reason. So, yeah, I wouldn't say that you want to actively avoid spreading creep, but at the same time, it's not as huge of an advantage because it also gives your opponent move speed. It does mean that if it's on your half of the map, you can move to block stuff more easily, so it's still good. You can catch attacks moving into your base earlier, so it does give you foreknowledge, but it's not a golden rule to do that. Yeah, this is kind of on the right track here. We'll reply to this one and say, generally, you prio inject over creep in ZVZ, since creep gives your opponent speed 2. Queens are garb in Roach versus Roach games because of low DPS, so you end up having fewer queens in ZVT than in ZVT and ZVP, but creep is still good for vision movement in your territory. Cool. Hello, Neuro. Why do they put Baneling Nest in the front? That's counterintuitive, as it's the best way to get it destroyed quick. It's difficult to wall with Zergs who need it there to defend Ling Floods, to wall against Lings, protest Bane Nest, even the enemy is destroyed. Yeah, these people are both correct. Buildings are a shield to you, so if you have a building that's under attack, that's actually, in many cases, a good thing, because that gives your army time to attack their army. If you have stuff and they have stuff, and they're attacking your building, you attack their units, and those units die. Same thing happens with a hatchery. A lot of people are scared to expand and to take a base, when if you think about a hatchery, or a nexus, or a command center, that's a big, like, girthy, armored structure on the map that your opponent has to deal with. And if they're shooting through that, I would challenge you to just load up a custom game and put 8 Marines shooting a hatchery, and just watch how long that takes. It takes a while for them to kill it, especially units that attack fast. It takes them a minute. So what you should be doing is you should attack them. So don't be scared if your buildings are being attacked. If your building is being attacked, the instant you feel like I might not be able to defend it, just drop a redundant one. So if you have your Bane Nest in the front and they're really going hard on your Bane Nest, drop another Bane Nest behind. Same thing with the Roach Warren in the wall. If you have a Roach Warren in the front and they're focusing that down, drop a backup Roach Warren, put some Evos behind it. Buildings are shields. Cool. Good question. The roleplay consistently for years is legendary. It is. Slimer is a gem, I agree. This person just said good one. Nice. Thanks. Mines are overpowered broken garbage. You know, that's venting. I respect that. Mines have their limitations. They're hard countered by range hydras and detection. They're hard countered by brood lords. They're hard countered by lings that you split and spread. And banelings with speed can roll over them before they can detonate. And mutas with 15 or more in detection can kill them before they detonate. But aside from all of those cases, mines are very strong. And it's fair. Chat says finally some bravery in the comments. This person is speaking their minds. Thank you, Sean of all trades. Just let it out. The intervene talent is good for this boss too, giving you a 10-second 30 DR. Yes. This is Frank. I think I've seen Frank in Twitch chat. I haven't seen him in a bit during my raids, but intervene is very good. Cool. I do that sometimes. I'll just intervene the person who's tanking if it's not me. The amount of likes was 69. I made it to 70 and you guys will have to deal with it. All right. I'm glad that they were paying attention to that. Okay, this is Cyril did that without looking. This is a Cyril fundamentals video. I have a sick idea for this strategy. Imagine instead of Vipers, you add Corruptors plus Infestors to this army. You can use Burrowed Neural to catch the key units and turn them against him while having just enough Corruptors to snipe Observers constantly. No chance for Protoss. That's big brain. I'm so confused understanding builds where the opponent is applying pressure. Did Cyril specifically want to throw his Rotorn down and get speed at 445? Or did he do that because he was distracted by Harass? I can't imagine you want to bank over 100 gas before using it, but it's unclear if you should get speed plus Roach as soon as you hit 100 gas. I have to ask, Cyril delayed getting his other gases for so long after he saturated his bases. Does it actually hurt to get those gases as soon as you get over 16? What reason do you not want to do that? Okay, this is a fun one. Hatcheries. 4th base plus macro hatch plus 5th. Cost 100% gas. Lings cost 100% gas. Drones cost 100, or sorry, geez, minerals cost 0 gas. Good thing I caught that. That would be a very fumbly silly comment. This one is the Slammer video. No, for real, I love and respect good trash talking. I play Smite, for example. There's a lot of toxic bums on there. Sometimes you find a teammate that is quirky / funny with their trash talking towards the team. Hell, I even do that, calling them stoners, for example. The best is when you trash talk, uplifts the team to do better, and you eventually win, like, see, you can do it. Yeah, I don't know about that. It kind of depends on the archetype. But I can see if you, like, lightly tease your teammate, it can make you more relatable. It's kind of like for just public personalities and stuff. If you're too clean cut and stuff, then sometimes people will think you're too serious and too cold and too much a try-hard and trying to be perfect. That's why, for relatability's sake, sometimes you just mix in fuck. That way people are like, oh, okay, he's not super straight edge, straight lace, like trying to do everything perfectly. He's a person of the people who can say fuck and also say, what a bunch of bastards. One thing that I'll do is I'll kind of joke about us being degens because we play a lot of video games. I don't mean that in a degrading way. I mean that in the sense of embracing your passion, even if that's not a conventionally impressive one. So I see what they're going for with this comment. That's cool. Imagine the banter with the Arnold voice, pure comedy. I could do that. Just voice over Slammer. You dare challenge Slammer with his biggest hammer? Slammer is too fast, he'll smash you. There you go. This is legit a good idea. Okay, this person said salute to this. I saw Slammer fight Pig the other day. They're great. Has a big hammer. He has a very big hammer. Check out his OnlyFans. Was that a moment of the Queens outside the base at 318 checking the perimeter? Why at that moment in particular? Hunting for overlords? He was trying to trap the overlord. Yep, this is correct. I had a good laugh playing against him a week or so, same sort of thing. Sigil SC2, nice. The voice is perfect, thank you. This person has 3 cry laughing emojis. Look at all the comments on Slammer's video. Slammer games are the best. Today I woke up and had no idea today was the day I would become Slammer's #1 fan. Spoiler alert, he's the awesome in every game. Check the chat history on their games. He's basically an RPG boss. It's so great. True. I love this. Now that's real online gaming. Things like this you remember. Cry laughing emojis. Entering into the silly meta with Slammer. Bilberry hater, I was thinking granola. What? Is this a person? Who is this person? I have no idea what they're talking about. Slammer needs a bigger hammer. What a legend. True. I guess I should click these too. I wouldn't be offended even if you insulted my little toothpick hammer. At 620, it's true. It's always a treat to see a Slammer game, guys. A legend. When I grow up, I want to be like Slammer. Same. You're gonna need a bigger hammer, says Dick Bill. This is Stormgate Reveal. I'm a big fan of the art style. Feels like a playful take on the original Starcraft art style, but without completely losing the grittiness. Yeah. Wait to see the other factions. I don't play Dota. I'm awful at it and don't have time to do all the learning that goes with it. That said, I love this content. Sending toxic gamers to jail. Oh, yeah. So this is a new type of content that I've been doing, which is the Overwatch cases in Dota 2, wherever you get sent a replay of someone who got reported. And you have to decide, is this person actually feeding or griefing or cheating, or did they just make some honest mistakes? And we've seen some very interesting stuff. We've seen some edge cases where someone, like there was a Drow game where they just got caught out one time, and then there was another time where their team died and then they weren't able to retreat from a storm spirit. So that time it was just like, the team is really far behind and the enemies have a bunch of jump heroes. It wasn't griefing. But then we saw some where it's an invoker who just destroyed all his items and he just keeps running down mid. So some people are just shamelessly toxic. It's really interesting. The Dota community is super duper toxic. It's really unhealthy. It's shameful behavior. I just think about what my football coaches would say to these people. It would be atrocious. I can't imagine the up downs they would have to do. Love your attitude. You're awesome. Appreciate you, SC2 Legend. Back here after Neuro's subathon, still peak memes. The oatmeal video. Let's go. You figured out one muter harassed to be a meme build. Thrilled to be proven wrong. I told you it's a legit build. Great content. Hoping for more episodes. Yep, I already did the second episode. It's on my hard drive, but it's not published yet. Samurai Neuro, they said this is outstanding. This is so old. I like that people randomly stumble upon my super old videos and enjoy them still. That's a cool feature. Hope to see this as a regular format. I don't play Dota 2, but it's very entertaining. Noting the episode 1 now. Cool. Yeah, people like these. Guilty or not guilty. Griefing or not griefing. More to come. Oh, wow. They even have a button for that. Wow. I don't even need to think anymore. The algorithm already knows my thoughts before I have them. This is kind of spooky. At least they're paying you in Hypno Coin. Are they at least paying you in Hypno Coin? What is Hypno Coin? Like the Hypno Pokemon? PogChamp Agent Smith. Can we get a quick shout out for Possum Wizard making some super awesome, catchy, flashy thumbnails? Ninja on a Ninja is still commenting on my stuff. Let's go. Brought up my STFU stick. Carry on. Ninja on a Ninja has had some of the most wild comments on my channel. And when I first saw them, at first I was like, man, this guy's got strong opinions. And I was like, whoa. But then I see what he's about. He's about excellence and improvement. And he's there to make sure that we are accountable to that. Ninja on a Ninja, you've commented on so many of my videos. I shout out you right now. Thank you. Keep it up, bro. I wish you great wisdom and success in your endeavors. To grief or not to grief, that is the question. Not. Serial Fundamentals. This is like an explained casting job. Good job, Mr. Neuro. Thanks. If Obama had trotted Neuro out to make the announcement back in the day, I wouldn't have been mad, to be honest. That was Bush's presidency, my friend. It was Obama's presidency. What is this? I don't know. You're clearly not Orlando Bloom, Jason Newsted from 90s Metallica. Okay. And this is great. If you disable the auto skip to markers and spam click the rewind button, you can go back to the start of the game if you ever need more context. Oh, good. Did not know that. Love your positive attitude. I'm learning how to react to stressful situations dealing with people in my life, friends, family, customers. You've helped me a lot, and I've only seen like 15 to 30 of your videos in the past week or two. That's a lot. I'm glad I started watching Starcraft vids again. I'm glad you're being recommended in my YouTube algorithm. Sweet. You look like Cliff Burton. Thank you. Some people have said that. Not at all what I expected when I opened this, but damn, it was quality stuff. Keep it safe. Cool. Well, from all of this positive feedback, even the non-Dota people think that this Dota griefing or not griefing is entertaining. And I think the reason for it is it really gets the essence of what shit people do in these games. And it's not specific to the game. A League player can understand these situations. A Starcraft team game player can understand these situations because they're universal in the sense that you have an approximate sense of what actions can move the team forward toward victory and what actions move the team backward toward decay and sadness and despair. And many players are really pushing the gas to try to push for that win, and many players are really trying to sandbag the team and just make sure everyone suffers as much as possible. So it's funny to see all those behaviors. The first one was a script. That's why there are so many wards. It's like a bot that's scripting. I don't know about that. A lot of people just drop a bunch of sentry wards. Hey, Neuro, do you eat raw meat? Not currently. I'm vegan. Okay. Sarah makes it look so easy. I don't get the same results when I try those messages rounds. Lol. Yep, lots of practice. Who is Scan My Army on the number 1 on the GM ladder? Scan My Army. Of Team Micro Penis. It could be Vindicta, but I don't know for sure. That would be my guess based on the MMR. Great team name. You know what? Be proud of who you are. Okay, not sure. Okay. What a way to play the balls with the Muta. Thanks. Knew something looked familiar, couldn't figure it out, and you pointed it out. You're a twin with this other actor, Diedrich Bader. Diedrich Bader? What? You think so? He has a rectangular head shape. I think our head shapes are similar. And he's got a similar eye color. Nice strong jawline, but I don't know. Interesting. I've never heard this one before. I recognize this actor. Okay. I'm a twin with this person. You already look great, man, and now you do this. I think that's a compliment. I try! These auto-suggested ones. Great content as always. Fake void ray into ground. This is an old as fuck video. How did they find this? Thank you for bringing the topic of war in Ukraine. Many people are living so casually, forgetting there are people being killed by the Russian army every single day. It's so sad that we have to experience this in the modern era. Instead of studying the sky, traveling to other planets, stopping the aging, curing cancer, we are killing each other. Many innocent people, including children, are dying in this massacre. It could have been stopped if not ill imperialism, ambitions of the Russian government and their weak brainwashed nation. Preach. To the stars we should go and not to our own destruction. Thank you. Look him up when he's younger. Images. When he's younger. Oh, he's the two chicks at the same time guy with the handlebar mustache. He's in The Office. He's this guy. This guy. Oh. Yeah, I can see some similarities. I don't know about twin, but I'll take it as a compliment. Okay. Some of these discussions are equivalent to he must not have a father when discussing the opinions of other people. Not everything is propaganda. Not everything is tradition. Not sometimes the beliefs you might not like are extremely well justified in the context they exist in. Okay. Sure. I don't think I claimed that everything was propaganda and that everything was tradition. They're speaking in a kind of hyperbolic way, I guess. I've been asking myself, what would Neuro do or say? Oh. Damn, I've got a ton of bingos I missed out on. Yeah, the Toxic Dota bingo. Let's go. Toxic Dota bingo. If you've been getting rustled by the toxic behavior of gamers, try Toxic Dota bingo. That way, when people are being really shitty to you, you can at least gain a bingo. What's the intro music in the background? What? Can I not click that video? Oh, geez. I messed something up. Epic ZVZ can confirm. Can I not view comment on YouTube? Does this work? Ladies and intro music. Gentlemen, there's a build. It's a risky build. But it's an interesting... We're gonna try it. Oh, it's just Skyrim. Nice to have found your channel. Welcome. Man, they make this pretty easy. I should have been doing this whole time. I apologize. Thank you, YouTube commenters. You help the channel. Like, YouTube comments, they don't give me money, but they do bump up the videos, which adds to the discovery, increases the chance that people go to Twitch, so it does indirectly benefit me. And as we keep improving at the YouTube channel, I believe in it. I believe in the content. I think as I do more versatile stuff, I think we can crush it. But it'll take a bit of work. Yo, Hung, thank you for the 34 months of support. I agree with the guy's comments. Your wife and you both have been saying what would Neuro do to motivate us to exercise and such. Hell yeah, fam. Appreciate that. Thanks for streaming, Neuro. Thanks for watching, fam. Love how the intro is evolving. Now Neuro's face is truly reacting to the hits. Yeah, the smacking myself with the notebook. Makes me smile every time. I love it. That's good. Yeah, intros are a really tricky thing because oftentimes they just come across as awkward. So I just try to go full slapstick and just be ridiculous and smack myself with a notebook. That way I don't get into that awkward territory. I just go full silly. Do you say Protoss? Protos, Proos, we may never know. I love this energy. What's the name of the music? Tundra Skyrim OST, correct. Will Blur knows. Thank you, Will Blur, for answering that one. Just stack up these. I'm getting into this and I'm so happy to see your face in a guide. I typed in Dota 2 survival guide and bam, there's my favorite Zerg player, Lol, who also taught me a shit ton about SC2, the perfect teacher. Wow! Man, the self-esteem boost that we're getting reading these comments. Jeez. Wow. What the fuck? All of a sudden I can't see anything but Neil. Someone said Neil Patrick Harris and they can't unsee it. Tragic. What is the voice and language you have set for SC2 Chinese Korean? It's Martian. Correct. What is the name of the voice pack? Default Korean. It worked, thanks, mate. Nice. Thanks, Alex Scorpion VN. Move over here, Marine. Muta has arrived. Oh, it's Stonecoat. Rippin' pepperonis, sire. Oh, yeah, we dueled at the end of this. We got up to level 6, and we're like, this is a long journey. Do we want to do Dota now? Let's just fight to the death, so we did. To the moon! I don't know what this is about, but I like the moon. Hey, Neuro. So, movement means adaptable movement. Yes. Love this vid, the one Muta harass. Nice. I really want to know if the Buddhist or Jain Dharma played a role in my glowing and shining philosophy, in particular your immense focus on doing what's right for all sentient beings. Wish I could have asked. As an interesting adage, Neuro is 10 years my elder. I learned in this AMA. It gave me some perspective on where I'd want to be in 10 years. How I'd want to see things in the world, and thanks for the insight. Kind of. I read about the life of Buddha and was a hardcore Christian until I was about 21 years old, treating others with loving kindness, I believe, to be the best path because they reflect loving kindness back to you when you do so. Also, there is a shitload of suffering in the world, and we can all do our part to fight against it by supporting each other. Currently, I am agnostic, atheist, and just want to see people thrive and shine. Okay. Nice comment. The one Muta. Shh, he's a legend. How do you get access to these replays? ESL tweets a replay pack after major tournaments. Keck W from PCH. Nice, he's a streamer. Philosophy from the man, great video as always. This is the Neuro AMA, nice. We'll never forget Muta. Imagine if he had just 2 Mutas. Yeah, double the damage. Or 3 Mutas to 2-shot full HP SCVs. The little guy even has +1, the legend. Will you ever go to HSC, Hydra Speedling Corruptor? Home Story Cup. Flying to EU is expensive AF, and I am not rich streamer enough to randomly do that unless it's a paid gig with some form of compensation or lots of my own money. Okay. The other day you posted videos on top level players. Where do you get the videos of these professional players or even the match? Let me search ESL Starcraft Twitter. ESL SC2. Okay. Here's an example. ESL tweets a link to the replay pack after their events finish. Here is a recent one. Flow state boss. Yes. Congrats on getting promoted to Grandmaster League, boss. That was a long time ago, but thanks. You, sir, are a legend. Thanks. Cyril is the Zerg god. True. 2 Ravagers walk into a bar. That happened to me once. I believe it. You're going through your oldest VODs and found this one. It relates to my earlier comments. Nice and refreshing user consistency, being optimistic and positive. I like the slower place HOTS game without the new units and wish they could bring it back. That's fair. You play Starcraft again if they brought back HOTS multiplayer. You know, like the new intro doing new units and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's a fair opinion to have. Greetings from Finland. I have to say, as a dude who's been watching competitive StarCraft since 2000-something, the 2018 dominance of Cyril when he won the Grand Slam was so hyped. As an esport fan and Finnish dude. His gameplay is on another level. He does the right thing and nothing special. He's the GOAT for me. He's also humble and professional. And he doesn't balance wine like some other pros do when he loses, which I highly respect. Rainer be schmoovin'. Cry laugh emoji. I'd love to see a Beyond All Reason gameplay. Noted. Don't people remember that vegans have superpowers? Makes it look easy to beat champions like this. Nice explanation. Thanks. From 1418 to 1420, the single Baneling killed so many drones. True. Thank you. You're welcome. Nice. I didn't have to watch an 80s rock star cast StarCraft 2 on my agenda today, but here we are. Thank you. You talk about schmovement. I disagree with it. Why? You're wrong. See, what we see is just movement from a good player. You decided to define movement off a bad one. That's an opinion. Love it. It's not that crazy. Decided to make a video of this. We'll see if I do it or not. Go for it, bro. Nice Isengard joke. Thank you. Did someone see the Banelings 1418 killing 15 probes? Big. How can he inject so fast? What's his method? All his bases are injected. Hotkey, all inject queens together. Spam use hotkey through hatchery, select queens, inject, click the middle of the screen. Yep. Basically it. Great job casting this, Orlando. Thanks. Yeah, someone recently said I look like Orlando Bloom in a mosh pit. We'll take that. I replayed the S to the E to the R to the R to the E to the R to the E to the R to the A to the L to the L to the S to the... Love it. Just to say it easily, as long as Cyril builds even 3 lurkers, the home game won't be that dumb. Teach him, simply uses burrow and rapid regen to make roaches even less... Get an evolution, find it easier. What? You want to teach Cyril, the guy who single-handedly got burrowed roaches nerfed, to learn how to use burrowed roaches? Yeah, that's kind of funny. Home Story Cup donation goal. That would be cool. That is expensive AF. Impressive, thank you. Super educational, informative, worthwhile. Thank you. Wish I could watch the live games exactly like this. Not gonna lie, I had to replay the intro a couple of times. People like seeing the slapstick of me getting hit in the face. 16 replays later and I'm dying. Why does he do it? For the swarm! Exactly. 14 hatch pisses off Protoss so much. Love it. It deletes half their strategies. Yeah. Must be nice playing the easy Zerg race, huh? Yeah. God, it's so amazing. It feels so good to play the easy one. Yes, Jimothy. The power of Protoss. Incredible use of the Nidus. Thank you. Heart emoji. Another time, the famous base trade. A mystery for the ages is a natural 300 mineral worth, 5 pylons, 4 cannons, 600, 4 shield batteries, 400, robo facility, 150, 100, gateway doesn't count. It can be anywhere going long. Zerg hat trees cost 350 because of the drone. Yeah. Scuffed, more like bruised and beaten. True. No spores. You can make them, but it ends up making a much longer split map game, which is valid, but a slower approach than just hitting corruptor, critical mass, and fighting. Why do you move your Overlord out of your natural versus toss? You do this every game you post and fall for the cannon rush. It makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, early game is when I usually read chat the most, and sometimes I am tired and auto rally it without thinking. 100% a mistake when that happens. I'm not perfect. Thank you for pointing that out. GG, 100% gross indeed. Stormgate devs should have listened to their instincts and not shown that dumpster fire of our game until it was somewhat ready. Wow! Jeez! That's a bit much. It looks like a clunky mess. SC1 looks better. SC2 is in a totally different atmosphere. Warcraft 3 looks better. Anything looks better. Oh my goodness. You're exactly the kind of person they were afraid of. I love everything I saw and heard. I am hype. No lore either. No. What a thread. Dead game. 08C6 pace car is on a tear. Show more replies? Jeez Louise. So, old Neuro, me from 6 years ago, would have looked at this and been like, how could they say that? Why are people fighting? Oh my God. Neuro today, more comments for the algorithm. Thank you for interacting on my YouTube video about your very strongly held opinions. Wow. Spicy. Spicy times. An entire Mutalisk, sir? Yeah. Cha-ching! We take that to the bank. GG, well played. Thank you. Heart emoji. Actually took Crimea from the city of Sevastopol, where the fleet was detached with support of local Russian population. No one there like NATO soldiers and sailors casually walking on Sevastopol's streets. Thank you for sharing your opinion. That is in line with the propaganda that is being served to your people. Neuro, what are your favorite cheeses? I would say Proxy Hatch, Ling Spine, Queen versus Protoss, 17 gas, 17 pool, 17 hatch, Ling Bane all in CVC, and against Terran, I don't choose Terran because it doesn't feel like it works much. Okay. Hour 29, crazy game. Your ability to play and talk is quite impressive. Could you do a hacker investigation if you really think he was cheating? Would be interesting. Thanks. Hard to tell since it could be based on luck or they have my stream open most of the time. I prefer to think it's luck so I don't feel overly victimized. Degen times incoming. 100%. What? Shit, boss, how did you do that? Years of practice. Nice with some small talk alongside watching the game. Very entertaining. Yeah. I learned more about current affairs from Agent Smith than from the news organization at which I work. Love this. Woof. Agent Smith needs to read that one. I can't get enough of Agent Smith's discussions. I love to listen to these chats or similar in podcast form. That would be a great idea. Yep, that's a lot of extra work and overhead. Podcasts also make zero money, so for them to be on YouTube is like a way that's easy for me and people can enjoy them. But I agree that for people who are hobby podcast listeners, that would be a convenience buff for y'all. So I hear you. Maybe later. Love these. Basically, it would be I need to figure out how to rip the audio from these in a way that isn't too obnoxious, and then how to ship them everywhere. That's a lot of work when I can just export them to YouTube and it's very fast. The King of the Hill matches have been wild. That's weird that I put this in a different comment. I thought those stupid strats consisting of saving lots of BCs and revealing them at the end was exclusive to Diamond. Nope. Nope. Another one. Pog U, Agent Smith. Favorite YouTuber, nice. Thought burrowed infestors that Neuro the central unit, will it work? I haven't tested, but I think it would count as your unit while you had control of it. Give you the point. Great ending. Yeah, this is the one where Osiris won with 2 DTs, a probe, and a prism. Amazing. I don't mean the ending. Can I join your SC2 clan? I'm nothing special. 4KH Masters 3 Zerg. Yeah, ask me on stream sometime and I can invite you. Only rule is to not be toxic to your opponents. No league requirement. I remember back in the day, whenever I was really first tryharding Starcraft and making it my primary game, I joined a clan that was Masters only. It was Masters Plus. So when I got from Diamond to Masters, I felt like, now I can apply to join this clan. And I felt really strong. Mr. Sandman. Work smart, not hard, true. I don't accept this ending, amazing. Hi. Hello. Not sure about who the other guy is, but they're entertaining in an off-putting way. But I mean that endearingly, so it's cool, great game. They think that Up a Tree is entertaining in an off-putting way. That sounds like a backhanded compliment. What is your history as a poker player? You played pro briefly. I played for 3 years full-time. You're living vegan since 2011, so not really a clue anymore what you liked. Poor Sal. It's too much for my attention span watching Neuro play Starcraft and listen to a random guy talking about everything else. Strange combination. Incredible game. I hate to the Turtles, Terrans. They hate to the turtles. Absolutely love this cast. This Terran really loves struggle and pain. Playing a losing game for 20 minutes straight and then whining for 10 minutes more. Fascinating. Streamers who non-stop talk about subs. I don't know what they're referring to there. Are Blue Yetis expensive in the US or something? They're £100 in the UK. Seems cheap for a mic of that quality. To be fair, I paid $80 for mine years ago. Sal is an audio enthusiast and has very strong opinions about microphones and their value per cost. I am not well versed in this landscape, but it's a meme for him to hate on Blue Yetis at this point. It's a fine mic I used for years. Why can I not? Okay. That whole position at 10:30 was pretty satisfying. Yes. Can't imagine trying to play at this level and have a dude pop in and talk to you about a game you don't play the whole time. Autopilot goes a long way when you've played SC2 for 10 years. Heart emoji. The once lovely hibiscus plant has turned from being Malaysia's national flower and instead taken up being a salty, silly internet person instead. It should have just stayed a flower. That's the name of this opponent. Yes, you are right. Neuro, where are you? I've missed you on Twitch. Your dear nonist. Took a week off to visit my GF in LA. First, let's go. Always excited to enjoy a new Neuro vid. Nice. Honestly, that Rubik was the MVP. Trying to win 2 base versus 2 base in a ZVZ is usually suicide. Yeah. Zerg needs to be a base up. Agree. Great chemistry here. Love Neuro's mellow goofiness with Uppetree's brash, loud antics. Nice combo. Thank you. Lol when your mid player is yelling. Ling Bay Muta dominance. Great content. So funny. My favorite part was when Sal's army microed itself. Get well soon. Thank you. Golden. RTS fundamentals expanding. Always top-notch intro. Thank you. Do you not like to use infestors? I feel like I never see you build them. Just curious because I can't live without them. I make them sometimes mainly for Thors for Neuro. But they don't feel great in a lot of situations. So they are a more rare unit for me. Okay. I like the music on this one. Good. And the dancing. Love this series, man. Thanks. RTS fundamentals. People loving it. Love these, Neuro. Please keep them up. There's plenty of content for fresh noobs and GMs, but the middle of the bell curves I feel is lacking in this kind of generic, super useful content. Keep up the great work, Mr. Anti-Barcode. Thank you. Fun fact, Zerg larva count as units. You can hold the North Zelnaga Watchtower with a hatchery in altitude. Wow. I did not know that. Savage Neuro. Yeah, I called some people out in this video. Not a perfect quote, but going on memory. But Neuro, you have to admit that the Protoss played an all-in pretty poorly. Neuro, that's true, but it's also true that he would have destroyed any of the people who are backseating this game anyway. My man woke up and chose violence, and I'm all here for it. Yep. I don't think it was Ninja on a Ninja. I don't know if Ninja on a Ninja is in Twitch chat ever. I think it might be a YouTube comment only. That's inspiring. Thank you. My man had whole 4 forges. I'm ahead by a lot in supply. The Terran versus Zerg in the home. I feel a bit guilty laughing about that. The pun was fun. The real life infestation, not so much. One of the rare cases I'm glad Terran won, even if it was Clary Imba. That was cool AF GG. Fantastic mode. I remember BC's video about this 3 years ago. Well played. One of the best CVZs I've seen. Mass Thor at lower levels, it's impossible to engage unless you have good control with casters and great micro. Take very careful engagements and make 0 mistakes. For most of us in Diamond, isn't possible because the skill isn't there yet. Yeah, it is hard to beat mech. It's true. What a game. It's true. He is playing that. These comments help. It's not like words, but just by commenting, it does boost us for the algorithm, so thank you. If you do enjoy a video and you leave a comment, it helps me. Thank you. I just need your whole music playlist, all of it. Type Ultralist in my Twitch chat. And there is a massive playlist of big mixes and albums. Enjoy. Now this is content. Neurocore BM or not BM? Another barcode Slade. PogChamp Agent Smith. How long am I going to do this? I have comments that go back forever. Let's do a few more and then we'll call it good. These are from 2 weeks ago now. Egg. Crosa biling his own overlord. Justice will prevail. They offensive GG to BM this person too. Jeez. Yeah, I had to kick that person from the Neuro clan. It was very BM. Oh, man. Sorry that happened. Most opponents aren't that mean. But they are probably venting because they get upset when they lose to that kind of attack. They don't need a court to decide this one rule and they blew it. Yeah, true, but I didn't see the chat until I got into the game. I love that the majority of SC2 players are conservative and base Trump 2024. What? Oh, were they talking about yeah, the banter. Someone in this video said something about Biden. Sir, this is a video game. Thank you. You're allowed to have your political opinions. I don't know about a majority of players. I would guess that the players in SC2 are fairly representative of the political distribution of people in the world. So it should be about 50-50. This is 14 Earth spins ago. The woke are 100 times as bad manners as they accuse everyone else of being. The woke. Who are you people? We are the woke. The woke? Yes. The ones who judge everyone constantly. Oh. Second. First. I like when people content first. It feeds the algorithm. Thank you. Remind everyone of this video because Jeff was so funny and good at SC2. In control, funniest Starcraft moments.
Playing
Nice.
Starcraft like an evil genius? I can do that without looking. I'm gonna win the most evil genius tournament. It's easy. All those guys can't even reach the cookie jar. It'd be like taking candy from a baby. Greg's in the shower. Oh god.
Well, hey Dan, I'm gonna have Lindsay make some oatmeal raisin cookies. Bring them to Orlando.
Please, I would love that so much.
Is he
And you
eating
know
a
what?
box
I'm
of like
gonna,
some
talk to
plastic thing?
Sonets. I'm gonna say, hey Sonets, me and Dan need 5 minutes to these oatmeal raisin cookies on stage. Like, I know you can find 5 minutes in the week and make this a priority.
I'm sure it'll happen. I'm really wondering what that box is.
Do you think I'm funny too? Oh god.
And the overacting award goes
He was
to...
doing ASMR ahead of his time.
There's like 3 guys really mad about this monster can sitting here, and I want you to know it's for you. I'll tell you what, if you chug that right now, I'll give you 20 euro. I'll do it with you, okay?
Alright, alright. Ah, that was delicious. Oh, you finished yours after mine.
So what we learned from this is that James is not a dick, he's actually a pussy.
He worked a paint job and then came home and into the wee hours of the night did a podcast. You know, like that's good stuff. And I agree with what Tyler said. As we push
Man, these are the ancient days. Some unhealthy shit. Energy drinks are unhealthy.
take our jobs now in our 20s and continue to do it into our 30s and 40s.
I'm sure we'll
because of guys like those guys.
Oh yeah.
Cheers to them, please. Cheers to them.
To our invisible cups, at least over
To
here.
our invisible cups, DJ Weitzer Scoots, Odie, you old people. You might shit the bed. You might be uglier. Your balls are sagging a lot worse. Things like fast food is a conundrum to you. You might get more grumpy. I mean, Sir Scoot's Twitter is absolute. Can we be honest with you?
Yeah, get your shit
But
together.
what you've
Get your
done.
shit
The thing that In Control did was he was so good at like riffing and towing the line of like saying some edgy shit, but then being very much a stand-up person almost all of the time. So it's like he would build up the credibility. Look at Day9. Day9 can hardly breathe around In Control. It's just he's too funny. He really strikes that good balance of not being overly serious. And Taro, In Control, we miss you, bud. In Control helped me a lot too, like with the invites on the Pylon show and things, and the banter that we had. Multiple of my emotes on my Twitch channel are actually facial reactions to shit that he said. If you go to Twitch and you type Neuro, I have this face. That was him talking about masturbating 50 times in a day. And then another one, Neuro Yikes, is another thing that he said. Day9 loses his shit and falls out of his chair. All right, we need to see this then.
Workplace, what you've done just by being the redwood trees of our scene, absolutely phenomenal.
He unseated someone.
We'd do a commercial break if we could, but unfortunately we still don't have.
I still can't run commercials.
You are super not boring. Actually, on that point, I complimented him on his fantastic Christian Bale player introduction, and he said, you know what? I can actually do a Bane one too. I'm going to put you on that
You
spot.
said you were going to do yours. It's not even fair.
My Bane?
You have to do yours first, and then I can decide whether or not I think mine.
You have it?
The 30th time in a day? We make Blake stalkers. You ever jerked off for the 30th time in a day? You know how much satisfaction you get out of 20 through 30? It's 0. That's making Blink Stalkers. And it's literally like the first 10 Blink Stalkers you make feels great. Everything you make after that, you're like, what am I doing? What does this thing do?
No.
Oh my God, Kevin.
No, I'm okay with it. Trust me.
He's okay
it's
with
fine.
it.
It's fine, Jeff. No, honestly, I'm talking about it from a spec.
That was it. Good find, Possum. Love you, Jeff. Maybe confuse lag with frame drop. You swarmed him. You're horrible for overloading his processor. Man casually blasting one of the most underrated BM while clutching. Definitely earned a sub from me. Nice. Anyone know what album or song is playing at the end of the video? Appreciate it. Perk. Gonna take out this money back. Pew. Okay, my 3-3 is on the way. I think this auto-played into a mix. Oh no, I can't. I can't attack with that 3-3. Damn, I think this is a sub-focus essential mix. Let me double check. Generic D&B. I think it's this one. Sub-focus essential mix. Okay. You're looking great, Neuro, my friend. Thank you, Master Uriel. Welcome. All these hours and hours of In Control and D&D, and it's super entertaining to listen to. In Control rocks. We miss him. Smiling face emoji. When the copiates finally start hitting. Appreciate these hearts. 1,000 IQ move. Let's go. Poor guy was so cozy, just select all, moving his tiny army around his base and just was not ready. Yep. I assume they're referring to the lag in their brain when they saw all the bombas rolling in. I froze. I saw so many. It was so large. Yep, I see it. Love these men. Keep killing it. Nice. So we made it back 3 weeks of comments. This is the first time I've gone over my YouTube comments live on Twitch. And honestly, it was a really fun mixed bag. There were some people who were just very loving and kind and supportive and cheering me on with the content. There were some people who were sharing some uncalled for political stance. And good. I hope you are very excited about what you believe in. Can we make this a weekly segment? Yeah, it can be a regular segment. I don't know how, because that was like 2 weeks full of comments and I did that in an hour. So if I did that, yeah, I guess you could say if I did once a week, it would be a 30-minute video. Ish. Yeah. So YouTube commenters, thank you very much. I appreciate your comments. I have been reading them in the past, but I haven't been like making videos and responding to them. But this is more fun, I think. I think it's more fun. Once every week or two is what Twitch chat is saying. Yeah. So thank you all very much. And thank you those of you who have supported the Neuro Subathon. We are on day 13. And there's time on the clock. We'll see if it keeps going. I have a 21-day cap on this, but this is basically an effort for me to really challenge myself to do different kinds of content. You can see all the stuff on the left side of the screen there that I've been cranking out. If I just unlock the goals real quick, I can show you some of the other things that we already completed further up. So the 1 meter harass, a lot of you like that video. That was a subathon thing. All the Jimothy tries stuff. And many of these videos, if you haven't seen this on YouTube yet, it was saved to my computer and it was already uploaded to YouTube. It's set as private and I'm releasing at a cadence about 1 video a day. So that basically means that I don't necessarily need to make a YouTube video every day. I have a backlog that's pretty big. So you can look forward to anything here pretty much that is checked off. Some of the stuff is not a video, like eating the baked beans. I don't think that's a particular video. But Sekiro, the Diablo 4 roleplay I posted, trying retail WoW is uploaded. Poop Cam 2 is actually just a scene in my OBS for Twitch, which I can show you here. This was Poop Cam 1 that people asked for Subathon 1, and this is Poop Cam 2 for the second Subathon. So thank you all for supporting my content, whether it's on Twitch or on YouTube and so on. And this has been Neuro Reads His YouTube Comments, Episode 1. Thank you. And stay safe out there with all the toxic, edgy, raging gamers. GG.